Okay, so here we are, day 2, and I'm going to get started on this project today. Pepe's Memorial Park, like I talked about in another video, and I would like to get this done before my kids come down over the vacation, and we can have a sitting spot here. So let me see what I can do about mulch. Let's see if I can snap my witchy fingers and get that mulch put down. Here we go. Wow, that went really quickly. I mean, in the blink of an eye. Did you see that? 6 bags of mulch just fell down right where I wanted it. Man. Okay, now to paint. All right, so the coral, as you can see, I thought it was really pretty with those wooden candles that y'all were with me when I bought those. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. It was so quiet and peaceful out here. I feel funny if I talk loud now. I was playing some Native American flute music out here. One thing I wanted to point out, it's so cute, is when I first cleared this area and hung this over here, this little wind chime here, there was a little black wasp that spent about a week and a half gathering up grass from right over there and would fly over to here and would put those bits of grass down in those holes. A lot of times it would fall on through and she'd have to do it and do it and do it and do it. She ended up filling 4 of the 5 little chimes, and I don't know what she does. I assume she lays eggs in there, and then that's where it's going to overwinter. So I'm not going to paint this. I was going to paint this and make it cute, but I'm not going to paint this until after spring. If she worked that hard, I'll let her have it, and then I'll show you that it's not just that one. This is the same thing. So if you have a wind chime and it mysteriously has grass growing out of the bottom of it, and you think, what the heck? That's a little black wasp. I'm not sure what she is, but it's a little black wasp that does that. Okay, oh, and I wanted to say I thought that the brass, I haven't done the table yet, but I thought that the brass and the coral is really cool together. I love it. Look at this. Look. Isn't that pretty together? Brass and coral. All right. So that's it so far. I'm going to keep working. Well, good morning and welcome to day 3. So I got curious and looked up the little wasp, and there's a study from the University of Michigan where this, I don't know if she's an entomologist or what, but she studies these pollinators, and she discovered that these are a grass-carrying wasp from the family of Isodontia. Isodontia or Isodontia. I'm not sure how to pronounce that. Anyway, they're related to the thread-waisted wasp, and they pollinate. They're pollinators just like bees, and they carry grass around your yard and just find little tubes to build their nests in. So I was right, it is a nest, and there are cocoons in there, and then they put tree crickets in there for their larvae to live on, and there's a lot of little tree crickets in this area. So this was a very smart mother, in my opinion, who made this nest. She found the perfect tubes. She found an area that's got the grass, it's got the tubes, and it's got the crickets. So I'm going to leave these here all winter, and more little pollinators will come out in the spring, and no, they do not sting. They couldn't sting if they wanted to, and they're not even aggressive unless you handle them. So you don't have to be afraid of the little shiny black wasps that, oh, I need to get out of the way. The hummingbirds want their breakfast. Excuse us. So it's day 4, and I'm going to go ahead and call this done. So I'll show you Pepe's Memorial Park from, let's go right to left so we can move away from this air conditioner. There's the hummingbird station with the advice from the hummingbird. All of that wood there will still be cleared out. I haven't got to that yet. Okay, and then my sign. Welcome to Pepe's Memorial Park. And then I really love the coral. I don't know, I think coral's my new color. So, big old butterfly. It is very park-like here, so they're, I guess, attracted. So I like the chair cushions. I wish I would have got, I don't know why I didn't get a fourth one. Oh well, whatever. Anyway, I still make my coffee right there, so my little coffee station is staying there for now. And then I like the brass on the table. I thought that turned out cute. And I got a little pagan pride going on right there. And then this little guy has to stay in this spot because it's a cocoon. They're nesting. And then, oops, we were going to go the other direction. So the snake plants can sit here until winter starts to creep in, and then they're going to have to come inside. But the whimsical bird, that's actually a fountain. I just don't have it plugged in right now. I think I'll put some gold and silver or blue and silver or something on his wingtips and give him a freshener. Now, I'm going to give you a warning. I'm going to show a skull. So if you're squeamish, go ahead and cut it off here. But remember, I am a witch and I do accept offerings from nature. And this was the first offering I ever stumbled upon when we bought this property. And it is a canine skull as far as I can tell. So for those of you who aren't squeamish, we'll continue. So, okay, so I have a little stand here, and that's, I believe it's a coyote skull. So like I was saying, it was the first offering, so it's a little gross still, but you know, it'll weather out. And I'm somebody who, if something's offered to me, like I said, I accept it. And that was offered by nature. My quartz crystal and my rose quartz are sitting up there. I like the barbed wire. I thought it was kind of cool for this area. And then, oops, and then my bamboo, my daughter gave me. And this is the honeybee station over here. The paint's not dry, so I'm gonna write "Life is Sweet" on there and then coat that. But there's no bees in it yet. I haven't gotten into the bees yet, but we're working on it. So and this will probably sit way further out, you know, as the strawberry patch moves in up that way. And the sidewalk, the colored sidewalk, that'll lead you up that way or that way. The beehive will probably be further up there so they can pollinate the strawberries. And then the mermaids, I'm probably going to take inside this winter and paint their tails. Jiminy Cricket is my rain gauge. All my little wetland creatures sitting right there, which we just painted this one. Kind of like the way it turned out. I may end up painting that one too. And then Pepe's little grave itself, which is why this all started, and a few little Pepeisms. Oh, I wanted to mention his happy monk. Please don't be offended that I changed his prayer beads to Mardi Gras beads, but you have to remember Pepe was born in Louisiana, and he's been in so many crew of Barcus that they have down there. He's been in the parades, and he's worn Mardi Gras beads up until the last seven years. Pepe was definitely a Mardi Gras dog, so that's Pepe's statue. So, okay, and then his Pepeisms. So he's got be cute, make folks laugh, be loyal, wag your tail, beg for sausage, hop a lot. He was a Yorkie-Poo, he liked to hop. And finally, piss on it. Pepe's little colored bridge is going to sit right over there somewhere, and I just needed 2 before to finish that. And then his colored sidewalks. That's the only things left to do, and those are both fall projects. And I'm gonna call this project done. Okay, and I just want to mention too that doing all this creative outlet really did help me through the grieving process. So much so, I mean, it was just so therapeutic for me to make a spot. People might think, oh, this is overdone or whatever. But I mean, look at it. When we're sitting out here in the evening, Pepe's still part of our family. He'll always be part of our family. That grave itself is going to have a lavender plant in the middle and white clover around the outer edge. So that's not always going to stay dirt. And eventually we'll just become like part of his park. So, and any other pets that we lose will be added to this area. So that's it. That is Pepe's Memorial Park. Okay, y'all. Thanks for joining us. Bye-bye.